Oh, there it goes. Okay. Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your man Stilo, Vino, Pellegrino, Mr. Heem, Mr. Algorithm, Dewey, Hoodie, Stilo's in the building. And my hood, I don't know why my hood is looking like that. It's looking very depressed right now. I don't know why it's looking like that at the top. But it's your first time seeing my face, first time being on my channel. Welcome, glad to have you. And today, you know, I feel forever indebted to the Taylor Swift fans, the Taylor Swift community, the Swifties, you know, due to the outpouring support that you've been showing on the couple of Taylor Swift reactions that I've done. I felt the need to give you something, you know, Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving Day. I felt like I had to give you something special to watch, you know, while you're waiting for the turkey or the yams or whatever you eat in your household. Have you something wholesome, you know? So I wanted to react to the Reputation tour, but I'm not quite sure how that's going to go because I haven't seen any videos on YouTube of this. If anybody reacting to it, I could be wrong, but I'm not gonna be the first to get a copyright strike. You know, I don't mind a copyright claim. I'm not trying to get a strike. You feel me? I'm not trying to lose my channel, so I'm gonna hold off on that a little bit, just a little bit. But I had seen a compilation, a link that someone had commented under one of the Taylor Swift videos that I did, and it was a Taylor Swift being a songwriting genius for 13 minutes. So we're gonna get into that, and I'm just gonna sit here, and I'm just gonna lay back, and I'm just going to take in all the genius that is Taylor Swift, because clearly I am unfamiliar with her talent level, with her pen game. It's very strong and I need to learn, so I'm gonna be quiet. We're gonna get straight into it. Hope you're feeling good because I'm feeling great. Let's go.
I write songs not just to put them on albums, but I write songs to help understand life a little bit more. Yeah. Life makes a little more sense to me when I can take these complex emotions and you know, tricky situations and things that come at you in life and process them and say them in a song. Yeah.
It's also a very interesting topic. I'm not gonna do too much pausing, you know, I'm gonna enjoy it with y'all, but how do y'all feel about, I seen that Taylor Swift, she couldn't make the AMAs because she was currently re-recording all her catalog, you know, because oh yeah, of course, if you're Swifties, you know, the legal battle she's in with her, you know, with Scooter Braun and all that. But how y'all feel about that? You think the music is gonna have the same impact? I've never seen an artist completely re-record their entire catalog, and I understand why she's doing it, to get her masters back because it's worth so much. I think the estimated value was over 300 million. Yo, to have a catalog worth that much money means you're great. It means you're amazing. So I'd say that to segue into this, that I kind of knew she was a genius before I knew she was a genius. You understand? Did that make sense? No? All right, I'm sorry. All right, okay, I'm playing. All right, okay, all right.
Basically saying, like, resist. If you can just shift the power in your direction by being bold enough,
turn it up a little bit more. It needs to be louder.
It won't be like this forever. Run. Break away from this.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Okay.
That's good
I
stuff.
have a partial verse.
Yeah.
Yeah. It keeps me awake, the look on your face, the moment you heard the news. Frozen in time and screaming inside, you did all that you could do. The game was rigged, the ref got tricked, the wrong ones think they're right, and you were outnumbered. This time.
It's more of like writing just kind of happens to me. Like no matter where I am, 4 in the morning or in the middle of a conversation, I'll just get an idea and I'll have to like record it into my cell phone.
But I want it to sound kind of like religious. Don't blame me, love, blame me crazy. If it doesn't, you ain't doing it right. Lord, save me, my drug is my baby I'll be using for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I know a little lyrics now. Okay.
Tend to sleep at night. Got something that you like. Take me, love me. That's kind of cool.
I remember when I used to get an idea when I was 12 years old in my room. I'd first get an idea and I'd be like, yes, idea. And then I'd get this like fear and almost sorrow that no one was ever gonna hear it. I'm never gonna get to make this into something.
That's deep as hell. Well, yeah, you're Taylor Swift.
Say that you'll never find another.
Oh, Taylor, you be playing a little piano. You be doing a little. You doing a little bit of this. Okay, all right, I respect it.
And then you say that you'll never find another like me. Baby, that's in front of me. And you'll say some bullshit on the phone. I never leave well and not for long. And trouble's gonna follow where I go. And there's a lot of cool chicks out there. One of these things is not like the others. Like a rainbow with all of the colors. Baby doll when it comes to a lover.
Like, yeah, you killing that. You killing that, girl.
I tell you that you'll never find another like me.
Everything up to that point is good.
Yep.
Hit records only.
I think you look like you might need a rest.
I don't need a rest. I'm fine. This means it's working.
I had this metaphor in my head about like being in this house and there's been a drought, but you feel like there's a storm coming, and so instead of trying to block out the storm, you like punch a hole in the roof and just let all the rain come in, and when you wake up in the morning, it's washed away everything that used to hurt you, and then you're clean.
You're so gorgeous, and I ain't just talking about your face, but look at your face. And I'm so curious, your mind got me feeling some type of way. What can I say? You're gorgeous. You should take it as a compliment that I got drunk and made fun of the way you talk. You should think about the consequence of your magnetic field. You know it ain't my fault. And I got a boyfriend, he's older than us. I haven't seen him in a couple of months. I go through phases when it comes to love. I'm nothing that you want, but I must say I got a boyfriend, he's older than us. I haven't seen him in a couple of months. My reputation precedes both of us. And I got a boyfriend, he's older than us. He's in the club doing that.
I like how it's showing the progress. Why can't I talk right now? I like how it's showing the progress of her chipping away at the song. That's dope.
I don't know why. You're so cool, I can't.
She's like, how can I kill him? I'm gonna come crazy with the next line. Watch it. They ain't gonna.
And I got a boyfriend, he's older than us. He's in the club doing I don't know what. You're so cool, it makes me hate you so much. Hate you so much. Cause you're so gorgeous. I can't see anything to your face.
I got out of bed, I think it was really late at night, and like stumbled over to the piano.
Okay, so I have this idea that's like, obviously I don't know the verse, whatever yet, but I have a pretty cool, really simple, beautiful chorus idea called Lover. Can I go where you go? Can we always be this close?
So how much of the song did you get done that night at the piano in Nashville?
The whole thing. I love to take a
Wow.
common phrase and twist it. So the bridge, I took all these common phrases that we say about weddings.
I just get really in it when I'm writing a
Taylor, you did the whole thing. That's all I can say.
song, and I disappear into my phone because my phone is where I keep my notes and my phone is where I'm editing.
Did the field of know I found someone to commit to. I'm so sick of running as fast as I can.
Maybe it's like, I'm so sick of running as fast as I can, wondering if I'd get much further if I were a man. I want to start, maybe if you start a vibe, then this will just write itself.
That's it. Just more movement.
That's really cool.
We drink to the pit and the bottles, to the bitches and models, to the da-da-da-da-das, to the basic and bottles, to the night.
We got good chemistry.
Like this for a second verse, lyric, they'd say I hustled, put in the work, instead of shake their heads and question how much of this I deserve, and what was I wearing, or if I was rude. Could I be separated from applauding business I could do, applauding when I'd make a move. What's singing?
Could I be separated from my good ideas and power moves? And all I want to know, I have been waiting for king, body and soul. And all I want is you alone. I'll never let you go, king of my heart, body and soul. Perfectly fine.
I wish I could play the guitar.
Is this the end of all the endings? My broken bones are mending with all these nights we're spending upon your roof with this full girl crash, drinking beer out of plastic cups. They even see me not fancy stuff. All I want is this season, nothing all I want.
Every time I wake up in the middle of the night, or every time I think of a title, or every time I think of a common phrase and flip it, I love doing that. I'll put it in my notes, but
You need to calm down. Like, that was the first thing that I thought of. I have a bit of a habit in choosing something that is a phrase that people often say.
I understand why she's a great songwriter. I heard a lot of key. First of all, you can play instruments. I knew she could play guitar. I didn't know I think if you play instrument, like if you master one type of instrument, you can find your way around another one. I already knew she was great at playing the guitar, but her being able to find her way to the piano and being able to get out that emotion at the piano, that's one way I knew she was a great songwriter. She's talking about common ideas and common phrases that everybody, that's probably why it's so relatable, because it's just thinking about things that it's relatable. Then I heard the movement, and then she has great chemistry with her producer. So I kind of figured out throughout 9 minutes into this video why she's a great songwriter. So I gotta put a little bit more respect on Taylor Swift's name. I gotta put a little more respect on Tay-Tay. You feel me?
In conversation, and I thought of like that kind of triplet of notes being like, why are you mad? And like, you need to calm down. So that kind of rhythmic cadence.
I kind of have to capitalize on the excitement of me getting that idea and see it all the way through, or else I'll leave it behind and I'll just assume it wasn't good enough.
And then all of a sudden there was this moment where I thought of the whole chorus. And it was over the chords that I had just told him are not chorus chords. The chorus of Shake It Off just came out in like kind of one fell swoop. And I want it to be the song where like if it's played at a wedding and there's this one girl who hasn't danced all night at the reception, all her friends come over and they're like, you have to dance, come on, you have to dance on this one. That's what I wanted. A lot of like, hoo, hoo. And like, then there's, in the end, there's like, ba, 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 ba. And we almost wanted that to sound kind of bad.
Resign, though we never get far. Don't pretend it's such a mystery. Think about the place where you first saw me riding in a get mess. First met me. First met me riding. Took the money in the bag and I stole the money. Took the money in the bag and I stole the keys. That was the last time you ever saw me.
I'm inspired to write songs at any time of day.
That's how you know you got some gold.
When I'm going through something or when the dust has settled and I'm over it. It can be anything. It can be, I'll just be doing dishes or something, or, in the middle of an interview, and I could get an idea in my head that just kind of sticks out as like, that could be a hook, that could be a pre-chorus, that's like a first line. Like, you know, sometimes it's lyrical, sometimes it's got a fragment of melody attached to it. Got on a plane and I'm listening to it, I'm just like listening to it and like mumbling melodies, because the song came to me immediately in full. What I sent him about an hour later, and it is me singing what came to me, which ended up being the finished version of the song, or at least really close to it.
What would happen if I was ever happy?
That's another thing I low-key want to watch. I low-key want to watch her NPR concert. I saw that in the recommended, and I was like, ooh, that might be cool to watch.
Would I not be able to do the thing that I love the most in the world? Would I not be able to write breakup songs anymore? I love breakup songs. A few of my friends were going through breakups, so I was having a lot of conversations about breakups. I watched movies that were really like well done about breakups. In some of the books I was reading, there were some good breakups happening, and so this all culminated in me like waking up one day with all these like heartbreak lyrics in my head, and I was like, it's still here.
I never trust a narcissist, but they love me. So I play it like a violin, and I make it look oh so easy. I've been my case for a long time. I can feel the flames on my skin, crimson red paint on my lips. If a man talks shit, then I owe him nothing. If a man turned lips, then he had it coming.
And then
If a man talks then I owe him nothing. Okay, I respect it.
and then it would be like a break.
They say I did something bad.
We have just recorded a idea I got in the middle of the night that is so stupid.
That sound is legendary.
It's literally straight from my phone.
Blank Space is a song that I wrote as kind of like a satire. The media decided that I dated too many people. Kind of like sat back and thought about how complex this character was that they'd drawn up for me. Jet setting all over the world, collecting men. She's so clingy once she gets them, but she can get any of them, but then they run because she's so crazy, and like crazy stuff like that. And I just thought, like, this is amazing. Like, I need to write a song from this girl's perspective. The way that I approach the lyrics on this song is I'll be like out and I'll just write, like if I get like some zinger in my head, I'll just like write it down on an endless note thing in my phone. And a lot of those lines were from just things I had come up with in the past year, like, darling, I'm a nightmare dressed like a daydream. I've got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name. I did that when I played them the original idea, and you'll hear Max go, oh my God, I love it, that's so annoying.
I've never heard anyone respond to a song they love by, I think I get the gist of it, that it's going to be in people's heads until it gets annoying, but it's so good and you know it's annoying. I got it. But I really enjoyed watching this, and I learned a lot about her process and about actually what it takes to be a good songwriter in general. So thank you. I appreciate that for enlightening me on her gift as a great songwriter, talented. That's going to do it for this reaction. If you made it thus far in the reaction, I appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with me and let me know anything. Actually, the Swifties have actually let me know a couple of things what I should do next. I really want to do the NPR one eventually, and a couple of album ones. It's either between Red or Folklore that is coming next. So either Red or Folklore. I've heard 1989. So I mean, if you want me to do 1989, I've already heard it, but I already did Reputation. So between Red and Folklore, and I think like Speak Now. I forgot the album title. Anyways, let me know what album is more priority out of Folklore and Red, because I'm hearing a decent amount of responses for both albums. So, but I really enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed this too, and hope you're feeling good on this evening, midday, morning, whenever you're watching this. And happy Thanksgiving, by the way. Stay safe. Practice social distancing if you can. The pandemic is very real, it's very real, you know what I'm saying? But appreciate you. I'm gonna go and get up out of here. It's late here, so I'm gonna go ahead and get in that bed. You understand me? But I'm out of here. Stilo Reacts. Until next time.